Hey there, Internet. I'm frustrated because I just recorded this entire vlog and then my computer crashed and it went goodbye.
Life Unedited.
So, what do I want to talk to you guys about today? A car. Actually, better put, a van. First, some backstory. I come from a huge family. I mean, there are 7 of us, 5 siblings and 2 parents. So when we were younger and we went places together, like church on Sunday or going shopping, I guess, we needed a big car to cart us all around. And so what car did we end up with? Well, one of those giant Ford vans that you see like painters and carpet installers driving around in. It may not be the classiest of vehicles, but my family did everything in that van. We drove to Florida like 2 or 3 times in that van. One time it broke down on the way home. We drove to Michigan in that van. I mean, it seems like half my life has been spent in that van. And so, of course, as I tend to do, I've gotten really emotionally attached to this van. It's stupid. It's just like a bunch of metal stuck together. But for some reason, at least I've always thought of it as almost a member of the family. It was the car that I drove with my mom in to go grocery shopping while I was in kindergarten and my siblings were in elementary school. It was the car that I drove to high school my senior year after I finally got my driver's license. Sure, my friends had their cool new cars, but I loved the fact that I got to drive this giant box around everywhere. It's so well known around my school and my church that my friends even call it the Barlomobile. And of course, I've come up with my own nickname for it. I call it the BRV. It's the Big Red Van. So why am I telling you guys this? Well, the van is really old. It was made in 1992, I think, so that's 21 years old? And vehicles aren't made to last that long, unfortunately. We've tried to keep it alive as long as possible, but it has reached the point where it's just kind of dying. So this morning, it was time to say goodbye to the van. As we were getting ready to turn it over to the guy who we're giving it to, I asked my mom and dad if I could drive this van around one more time. I can't believe I'm crying about a van. So anyway, I got behind the steering wheel and I pulled out onto the road for one last time. And I realized how much I cared about this crazy old van, and how crazy that must make me. I seriously considered offering to pay my parents like $1,000 just so I could keep it. It doesn't even hardly drive anymore. It doesn't go over 35 miles per hour. But that was how much I cared about this car, that I was willing to give the little bit that I had, because I'm in college and have no money anymore, just to keep this friend that's made out of metal. And that moment, when I realized how much I was willing to give for such a worthless piece of junk, to be perfectly honest, I realized how amazing it is that God has done the exact same thing for us. I mean, I've grown up in church, and I've always heard that, the gospel's a big deal. God sent his son Jesus. He died on the cross for us worthless little people. Amazing Grace is one of my favorite songs, and it talks about the very same thing. But I don't think I ever really got what that kind of selfless love would look like. I mean, it honestly makes no sense to want to give something up and not get anything in return. But I guess I kind of get it now. And is it kind of lame that I got that lesson from a van rather than from the 18 years of Sunday school that I've been taught? I don't think so, because I guess I've kind of learned that God can teach you anything, anywhere. So anyway, that's all I really wanted to say today. I'm sorry I broke down on you talking about my van, but just keep that in mind, that someone out there loved you so much that he gave everything, so much more than money. He gave his life to make you worth something. It's amazing, and I really have nothing more to add to it than that. Don't forget that as you go throughout your life today. Internet, thanks for watching. Thanks for clicking that likey button and maybe even subscribing. And most importantly, share this with your friends, because if anything that I've ever said was important, I think this video is. Now I'm gonna go dry my face off and finish packing so I can head down to Florida. Until I see you again, Internet. Deuces.